Hello all Justified fans. Today I'm doing a video on Raylan Givens' hat. There's been lots of speculations on what the hat is, and there's a lot of people out there, companies that make the hat. Uh, the original hat that was used in episode 1 was a Stetson Carson done in the color called Silver Belly, which is actually more of a tan uh, type sandy color hat. After that, the hat was made by Barron Hat Company. And Barron Hat Company basically, I'm going to say, copied off the Stetson. But as you watch Justified, the hat changes. Raylan's hat is always changing. Sometimes the brim is short, sometimes it's big, sometimes it's got more of a slope to it. The hat is always changing. And a Barron's hat cost a lot of money. To me, you're looking anywhere from like $700 to $1,200, something like that. And to me, that's just a little too much for my budget for a hat, even though I wear this hat all the time. So when I'm not at my job and I'm out kicking around and stuff, I'm always wearing this hat. I love this hat. And so with that being said, I have two different hats here. This one here, both are Stetsons, both Stetson Carsons. The hat, this one here is a little older model, and it was made and reshaped by a friend of mine that I met online, and he lives over in England. And this hat here is one of the newer Carsons. Of course, I don't think they make the Carsons anymore. So, you can tell by here. Let me get this here. The lining on inside the hat. So there's the newer one, and then the older one just had Stetson in it like that. So this one started out as a 7 1/4, and the way he stretched it and shaped it and bent it and steamed it, it actually made it a little bit bigger. So I got to find a way to make this hat fit a little bit better because it's so big right now. So anyway, this one here is a 7 1/8, and I need a 7 1/4, but this one seems to work pretty good. It's a little tight, but not too bad. So anyway, the hat is what it is. Now, this one was the original Carson where the brim was bigger. So I cut this down, resanded it, and steamed it over a pot of steam, and I just kept shaping it till I got the shape that I was wanting. And this is, like I said, one of Raylan's styles that he wears. I really like it. Let me come up here and get a side view. See how the hat kind of slopes back a little bit? That's just the hat that I really liked. The brim has a little bit, let me kind of come down here, a little bit of a taper down to it. So there's that. Let me get the other hat up here. It is shaped just a little bit different. It's more of a flat style. Let me kind of come in there. And the shape over here still has a little bit of the bend to it. Very similar. Both styles worn by Tim or Raylan, however you want to look at it. Both have the correct hat band on it. Very shaped, very nice. Like I said, I never wear this one because it's just a little bit big on my head. So I don't know if I'm going to sell it or try to find a way to make it fit me just a little bit better. So depending on the shape of your head, if you're wanting a wider brim hat, Carson sells them in different brim widths. I get to learn how to talk right a little bit. So you can, like I said, you can cut it down, shape it to the way you want. This one here just seems, I don't know, I like both of them. That's the problem. I like both of these, and they both match the show. So it just depends on what you're looking for. And you can shape your own hat. Not really that hard. Just a lot of steam and time. Once you cut it to the brim width you like, You can do it with a pair of scissors. That's what I did. They actually make a cutting tool if you want to spend like the 40, $50 on it. But I just used a pair of scissors and then some sandpaper, and it came out just fine. So those are the hats. Like I said, you go back and watch episodes of Justified, and the hat is always changing. Short brim. One even kind of has more of a little bit of a fedora look to it. So it's just on what you're looking for. Now, the Stetson that was used on the show in the first season, that was the Carson. And then on the very last time Raylan wore the hat, actually when he was in the gunfight with Boone, he was actually wearing a Barron's hat. But when he got shot and the bullet holes in the hat, they actually used the Stetson Marshall hat, which they sell. And that hat, it's all right. The brim and everything on it's wrong. I think it did have the correct hat band, but I was just never a fan of the Marshall hat. It just wasn't done right. Now, a person could buy that and reshape it, and it would look just like the Carson or a hat that Raylan wore, because there's so many different ones that you can pick out from the seasons of 6 seasons, because he was just constantly changing. It wasn't like he used one different hat each season. I mean, that thing was changing from episode to episode. So there's that. Did a little... I did a Raylan badge holder. I made this some time ago. I got actually, this is a real U.S. Marshal badge. It's crazy how I got that, but it was an unissued U.S. Marshal badge, and but works. When I use cosplay. In fact, here at the end of this month, I will be going to a comic book convention, and Jim Beaver's going to be there. And for you guys that don't know Jim Beaver, he was Drew Thompson or Sheriff Shelby on Justified. So he's going to be there. Hopefully I'm going to dress up as Raylan. And really, this is the crazy thing I tease all the time, that when I dress up, when I go out and stuff, I actually dress like Raylan. I love the suit jackets, the thin ties, the vintage thin ties, and I've actually owned some original pieces from the TV show that Tim's worn. So I wear this, and then actually I have my Glock with my Raylan holster, a real Glock and everything, and I wear this stuff out all the time. I live in Kansas, so that's just the way I dress. I love it. It's kind of me. I just love that look. So when I don't wear the badge, obviously, because that would be an impersonating a federal marshal or or law enforcement, and I don't want to do that. But so when I do my cosplay at the cons, I actually have an airsoft that goes in this holster, Glock 17, and I just slap on the badge, and that's the only thing different. I have the ostrich leg boots and everything, so. I always say if I want to dress like Raylan, I just throw on the badge. Other than that, I look like that. So I just have a lot of fun doing it. I love the look, and to me, it's kind of a classy cowboy. And I've always said my heroes have always been cowboys since I was a kid. And back when I was a kid, we played cowboys and Indians, and kids today don't even know what that is. But just always really love the look of this, and so. It is what it is. And I've done a video on the holster before, so I need to do some videos on the wardrobe of Raylan, because like I said, I do have some original pieces, and then I got some stuff that's really close to it. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoy the hat video. If you ever have questions, you can always question me on there. Sometimes it takes me a while to answer people back, but it's really just doing the hat the way you like, and it's pretty simple. Like I said, big old pot of boiling water, steam over it, and just bending the hat the way you want, and then it'll stay its shape. And cutting it to the brim width you want, and then filing down the rough edges with sandpaper, and that's what it amounts to. So nothing. If I can do it, believe me, anybody can do it. So there we go. There is the some of my Raylan collection right there. The hat I've been asked to do some videos on the hat before, and it's just nothing really special. It's just, like I said, doing it the hat that you want, and there's styles that I like of Raylan's, and there's the wider brim hats and stuff. I just don't think the wider brim hat looks as good as on me as a little bit of the shorter ones. So, everybody's gonna look different in a hat. Some people don't look good in a hat. I think I look good in a hat. So, hat band is just, before we close out this video, is a leather hat band. It is basket weaved with the silver buckles on it and silver tip. So that is Raylan's, and as you see, it thins down right there, and then it has a white stitching. So you can usually find these at hat stores or wherever. So both of my hats have them on there. Not too difficult to find. And there we go. So like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed the videos. And like I said, if you have questions, just get a hold of me. I'll talk to you all later. Bye.